At the start of the 20th century, the idea of women in business seemed crazy. In those days, men held all the positions of power and made all the decisions. They believed that a woman's place was in the home, looking after her children, cooking for her family, and managing the house. If a woman needed to work, she could perhaps find a job in a shop or in a factory, but she had no chance of working as a businesswoman or a banker or a lawyer. Women's fashions in the US and Europe at the time support this idea of their position in society. Fashionable women wore long dresses that almost touched the ground. This made it difficult for them to drive a car, ride a horses, or even as a result, they needed men to arrange their travel for them. A fashionable woman was also expected to keep her skin as white as possible to show that she didn't work outside in the sun. This meant that women spent a lot of time indoors. When they went out, they often wore large hats that were decorated leaves and fruit. These protected them and made it even more difficult for them to move around. But many women were in society, then they didn't like clothes they had to wear either. One of these people was a con ơi lùi ra tí nữa bà mắng đấy. Coco Chanel. She planned to change and clothes that women wore. But over the next 60 years, she did much more than that, as she became one of the richest and most successful businesswomen of the century. Coco Chanel had no experiences of business when she opened her first hat shop in Paris in 1910. She was only 27 years old, and she came from an ordinary. When she left school, she worked for a dressmaker for a short time. Later, she tried to become a singer in the nightclub where she was given the name Coco. Coco was an attractive young woman. She always dressed well and she was good at making friends. Although she didn't make, she mixed with fashionable, successful people, and her boyfriends were often rich young offers. One of these was a handsome young Englishman with a big black mustache. Boy Cable. When Coco asked him to lend her some money so she could open a shop, he was surprised. He had never heard a woman in the business before, but he liked the idea. A woman in business, he said. That sounds fun. How much do you want? Coco asked for enough money to open a shop in one of the best streets in Paris. No problem, replied Boy Cable. He was so rich that he didn't care if he never got his money back. Many of Coco's customers in her first shop were her rich young woman friends. They loved